Hi everyone, welcome to our Gemini reading for April 2021. This is going to be for Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising. Many of you know I have Gemini Moon, so I always relate to the readings. This is also for those who are intuitively guided. I know more and more and more of you are being guided to listen to readings that are not your sign. You're feeling pulled to them, and I think you know what I love is I feel like you're learning to trust that, and just, if I feel pulled to it, then I'm going to listen to it, because I feel like there's signs in here for you. That's why you were intuitively, sometimes you see a video and you see it and you scroll past it and you're like, nah, I don't think so. Maybe because of the time. I have long videos, no doubt, and I'm sure a lot of people skip my videos because of the time. But that's okay, because I know when they're ready, they're ready. So anyways, something makes you go back. That's just your intuition helping to guide you to messages you need to hear. So, welcome everyone. We are going to start with our Mother Mary deck, as always. She's an oracle deck. We'll take the card now and we'll read it in the end, and I'm telling you, it'll blow your mind how it relates. I feel like she gives us the cherry on top, and that's why I read it at the end. You'll see. Okay. We have two. We have present moment. I am fully present in the here and now. And we have trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Present moment and trust. Now, if God is answering your prayers right now, this is why we need to be in the present moment, right? Because this means guidance. There's guidance available to you. But if I'm stuck in the past, or I got a lot of cobwebs in my brain, it's hard for me to see the signs, the illumination that is there for me, is there for all of us. So I am fully present in the here and now. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in the Tarot Dreams. We'll keep Mother Mary right there. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. By the way, I'm researching right now what kind of, I do want to get a new camera set up. Just got the new microphone. I do want to get a boom arm for that so I can get it off the table. I like a free and clear table. But I do love the look of it. Kind of fits in the decor. I feel like it's perfect. And it's because of your donations that I'm able to do this, so I have so much gratitude for you for that. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands. It's interesting because I feel like, when I think of a knight in tarot, or just a knight in general, this knight has been ordered to deliver something to you, right? Whether that be energy or something that you can physically hold on to. And, knights will complete their mission. However, this knight that carries passion and desire is met by a wall. And I can tell just by, if I look at these two energies, look at this knight. He's like, whoa, he's got to pull back on the reins. Why? Because there's a wall. There's this unexpected wall right in front of him. Right in front of the energy. Well, right in front of the knight. And this knight can't get through this wall. And there's a reason why. The reason is the Eight of Swords is self-created energy, man-made energy. We create it. And if we create it, therefore we are the only ones who can uncreate it, who can break down the wall. Knight of Wands is fast-moving energy, so you feel like he'd be able to break down that wall, but he can't, or he won't, because he pulls back. He pulls back. Now, the Eight of Wands, or the Eight of Swords, just means I'm trying to protect myself in some way. I have to tell you, I feel like some of you, you've been on a journey about learning about yourselves. More, let me say, really what I feel, it's about allowing yourself to live in your true, authentic way. You know what I mean? Like, what, you know, like if I'm in your head, what I want is just to, like, I just want to be me. Just want to be me. I want to be appreciated for me, seen as all that I am type energy. So anyway, there's a lot that's going on in the Eight of Swords. It becomes almost like a mental battle. Eight of Swords is usually a blindfold. There's something I don't want to see. There's something I don't want to, you know, it's almost like I don't want to see this knight. Maybe I do. But this wall was here, right? Her back is to that knight, and that knight is pulling back. Well, let's keep going. Now, is it the King of Wands who has this armor around him? Or is it you? We have the King of Swords. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, some of you are, it's like you're fine on your own. Like, I'm fine on my own. But yet, I feel like there's still something, you know, if I'm fine on my own, then there's no need for any walls, any barriers, right? I can handle what comes towards me. Versus blocking it, I can handle it. We have the Five of Cups. And look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. Like, some of you are fearing love. Love is scary. You know, and again, I feel like some of you are just fine. And that's what you're saying. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yet you still have this wall around you. Now, it is up to you if you want to take it down or you want to leave it up, right? But what it does is it blocks energy. It blocks it. And if that's on purpose, fine. But it's not a good energy to live in, right? Because that means that I haven't cleared the energy of the past. And maybe that's where my focus is at because of, you know, Mother Mary saying, back to the present moment. You know, I have this Five of Cups here, and the Five of Cups is the energy of thinking about what I have lost. And I have to say thinking because of the swords that are by it. But the Ace of Cups is here. So it does talk about unconditional love. Now, unconditional love to me means people can make mistakes. And either I have the energy to forgive. Now, I mean, it depends on the mistake. And I guess that's going to be different for each person. You know, I'm someone that if you cheat on me, I don't think I could go back with you because that's where my mind would go. You know, I have that Virgo and Gemini. So that's where my mind, it would be hard for me to cut that tie for myself. Doesn't mean it's impossible. But anyway, why am I saying that? Well, let's get our last card out. So anyway, someone here has fear, has walls blocking this Ace of Cups. And it's interesting because by the Ace of Cups is, again, the Five of Cups. So there's this energy of someone that I'm missing. Something that I'm missing, right? Some type of an emotional fulfillment that is no longer there. Well, of course, the Three of Swords would come out. So it gives us the reason, right? Why is this Eight of Swords? Why is this wall here? Well, it's because of the Three of Swords. Because of love. Because of heartache. Because of what was, right? However, we can't deny that that Ace of Cups is still here. And I don't feel like it's saying this is what was. I feel like this cup's still full. And I feel like no matter how many times we empty it, it fills itself back up. Isn't that interesting? So this may be an energy of, maybe it's talking about two people who truly belong together. They don't have to be together, but it feels like they belong together. But it's not going to happen with the Eight of Swords there. Even if I allow it back in, I'm not ready. Or they're not ready, right? Someone's not ready to let down this wall yet. Nonetheless, they are thinking about those cups of the past. And they're remembering the heartache. But also the love. Okay, look at this. We have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is heavy responsibility, heavy burden. This is backbreaking. This is the energy of taking on sometimes other people's responsibilities that they need to take on themselves. Not our job, right? But maybe we feel a sense of responsibility to that. Remember in the Eight of Swords, this wall, we can say it's an imaginary wall, but it's an energy wall. There is a blindfold, right? And it may be within this Ten of Wands. With the Six of Cups on the bottom. I could have felt like I was giving and I wasn't receiving back, or vice versa. Let's get right into this. Let's go ahead and bring in the Gilded Tarot. Somebody may be thinking about someone just say yesteryear and thinking that they're out having a grand old time, a great life, right? Maybe partying a lot, that type of thing. Just, I feel that's what they're doing. And I feel like I'm kind of driving myself crazy. When I say me, I mean you, us. But I feel like I'm kind of driving myself crazy with the way I'm thinking, right? Because I'm thinking they're out doing whatever. And I don't think that's the case. Now, maybe to some extent, but in a way, I don't think that's the case. And I'm saying that because, in a way, I feel like this may be talking about the energy of that returning, right? Coming back around. Let's put it that way. Coming back around. But yet, it comes back around, but it's met immediately with the wall. What does that knight do? Does he turn around? There's too much passion within inside the knight to just sit there and wait. There just is, I feel. Anyway, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this puts many of you in that mode of which direction do I go? Seven of Cups is kind of chaotic energy itself, along with the Knight of Wands, both can be chaotic. But the Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups is, I got to make a choice. There's something I have to make a choice about. And I kind of don't trust myself maybe on which cup to pick. Some of you, I feel like that Seven of Cups is what you're thinking about someone else, and like they're out with like all different types of people, but yet I don't feel that. Because I feel like that's what you needed to hear. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Well, it's almost like, you know, no, they're not out there chasing all those cups. This is someone who is putting their mind in their work. Eight of Cups, or I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles can be learning a new craft. I may be starting something as the apprentice. But my goal is to come out as the master. Well, I will if I keep my focus on that. This could be for you. Some of you are deciding which cup you want to take. Like, you know, this ace can be many different things. And deciding, you know, like, well, where do I put my focus? Which one do I put my focus in? Which is the right direction to go? But again, it is also met with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles, right? You create it. It's your focus. It's your work. It tells you if you keep your focus on your craft and, you know, what keeps you... I don't know. I feel like the ability to get lost within your craft changes energy, changes the energy you put out. It's almost like, you know, if there's other decisions that need to be had, it's like, it's saying, just put your focus within your craft, whatever that means. And it will help clear everything up. And I feel like what that means is whatever cup is meant for you, it will find its way to you. I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is going to override the Eight of Swords. Maybe some of you are learning why and how this wall was even built. And maybe you're becoming the wise one because of that. And all that you could do with that, right? Maybe all that you are meant to do with that. So understand that too. Like, sometimes we got to break it down. We got to break ourselves down, figure it out, and learn from it. And I feel like when we do that, Divine automatically uses us to help others who are also back trying to figure out what direction, right? So in a way, and listen, you may not even know it. Anyway, let's keep going. You know, it's almost like this King of Wands was, you know, like this King of Wands who, let's talk about the King of Wands, because it doesn't have to be an air sign. This is someone who's passionate about certain things in his life, her life. One is his work, but one is also you, because I feel like this king is focusing on his work, focusing on this craft, whatever it may be. You know, it's almost like, for a second, I feel like it's a singer who, you know, or a musician who plays in the bars. And for some, that's a hard energy, right? Because, I don't know, what is it with, you know, I remember myself when I was younger being at a bar dancing, and listening to a great band, and it's like you look at the singer or the guitar player, whatever you appreciate, and you're like, you know, but yet it would probably be someone that you would never be with had they been, I don't know, a banker. Anyway, so that may be a hard energy to overcome. I don't know, but I have to bring that up. So anyways, and I don't think that's everyone. I just think it's a few. Okay, we have a card over here. I don't know when that came out. We have the Knight of Swords. So this night, another night, this night is about communication, the truth, honesty, coming in. Interesting. But he's coming over the Eight of Swords. So in a way, and this can be someone else who's thinking about you, missing you, has been, maybe they were in that party type lifestyle, feeling fine, just being independent, happy that way, but was feeling drawn to more, right? Because I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is kind of changing, almost like going from that personal year 3 into a personal year 5 type energy. But nonetheless, I feel like you're still attached to that energy. So let's keep going. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I don't always like doing readings that talks about people of the past, right? But let's face it, that is reality. And I've kind of let go of like saying, I don't want to, I don't want to do those readings because it's all the time. And I just think, well, people aren't gonna buy it. It's not true. But what I've learned is that's just reality. And it's the life that I'm living. Person I'm with is someone last time I was with him, I was 15 years old, 16 years old. Person of the past. So I do feel like sometimes it comes back around. And so anyway, this is about destiny though. This is the wheel. This is time's a moving, time's a ticking. Coming right over the King of Swords energy, this can be you, right? And if it's you who's been, I don't know, almost like living the lavish lifestyle, but maybe I can't do that anymore. I need to refocus upon like, where do I want to take my goals? Where do I want to see myself? This Four of Wands is about stability, right? It's the four pillars, right? It's about the foundation. Some of you may have a 4 personal year this year. Okay, well, look at this. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Could this king be focusing on, and maybe he just figured it out, but could he be focusing upon something that he or you, now remember, you may be this king, I don't know. I'm just reading it as him. Could I be focusing upon some type of new goal in front of me? Now, this could be something that I've always wanted to do, but now I'm bringing it to the forefront. It's where I'm focusing. I'm building at the Eight of Pentacles, right? I'm trying to build success. So is this king like wants to get something off the ground? Wants to build that stability, and then, because I feel like ultimately what he wants to reach, he or she, is this Ten of Pentacles, right? So I'm building the stability. I want the foundation. Maybe this is someone who, again, if it was of the past, a lot of realizations were had. Meaning both people have grown and matured and understand the journey, whatever the journey might be, right? Understand the heartache, understand the walls and the impossibility of breaking through it. Sam and I got together back in 2014, and it didn't work. Like, it was weird because there was this energy between us, almost like making us resist each other. It was really interesting, and I noticed it. I could tell. It was almost like he had a wall and I had a wall, and those walls weren't allowing us to come together. And it's interesting. So I ended up moving back to Rhode Island, and we spent the next few years talking on the phone every day, every night. And the talking on the phone got us to get to know who we are today, right? Who we were then in that day. And what it did is it started to bring down each of our walls. And then just the other day, we are celebrating March 8th is our 1 year anniversary of being together. So I'm telling you, I feel this is kind of what it's talking about. You know, and that's why I would never say that something of the past could never work again. Some people say that, you know, it's of the past, the door is meant to close. Well, sometimes two people are learning. Two people have, you know, different experiences, let's say, but they end up in the same type of energy, the Three of Swords. He's had his heart broken before. She's had her heart broken before, right? And then when we come together, we're fighting each other's wall. It won't work. It won't work. And I know that. However, I feel like this is the perspective that at least I feel like the king is having. Because I feel like now this king is thinking about the foundation. Now, this may be both of you. You may be both like kind of going through the same type of energy and even thought process. Because I feel like this Knight of Swords is going to break is the truth over the Eight of Swords. So I don't think that wall's going to remain. I don't know, guys, but how beautiful to see the Ten of Pentacles. And it's clearly, you know, what I want to create. You know, it's a family. It's roots. Like, I want to set deep roots. And before, maybe, I don't know. All right, let's keep going. See what comes over this ace. You know, but the one thing I know about this Ace of Cups, it seems like no matter how many times it's spilt over, it fills itself back up. Okay. Look at this. We have the Five of Cups. So interesting that we have the Five of Cups over the Ace of Cups, but we also have the Five of Cups beside the cup. The Ace of Cups. So I do feel like this is two people who are now, it's almost like the thought process is in the same place, right? So I am thinking, both people are thinking this, and maybe both people, well, let's see. Let's see what comes next. We have the King of Wands again. Interesting. This King of Wands is surrounded by, also has the Five of Cups all around it. And the Two of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, and that's kind of what I feel like when this, let's say, potential of this relationship comes together, whether it's coming back together or it's just coming together and we're learning about what each was going through. When it's presented to me, or if I'm the one who wants to present it, I am presenting it in a very grounded type way. Very grounded type way. And it is the energy of, do I want it in my life? Will it grow? And will it grow in my life? So I feel like who's ever presenting it is sure about what they want. And who's ever getting it, I feel like you're going to feel the maybe the groundedness of this opportunity, if you want to call it that. It is touching the Three of Swords. So again, you know, there's the heartache that was, but the Two of Pentacles talks about the ship. There's a ship behind this person that hasn't reached them yet, but it's coming. You know, both pentacles are illuminated, let's say. So I feel like awareness for both in this position. So what else can I say other than I definitely feel like two people missing each other. I'm not promising anything. I don't want people to come to my reading, and if you know something it could never work, is not meant to work, even though, well, I shouldn't say that because this wall was here, and that may be exactly what I'm thinking. But let me say it a different way. If I have this love for someone that remains, even though that door may have closed, and if they have it for me, even though, we may have lived we may have separated and lived two totally different lives, right? It's that energy of the person never really leaves you. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This has nothing to do about anybody who is abusive. Not that they can't change. I feel like, we can't be the judge. God is the judge. So if they ask God for healing, and I feel like I saw that card somewhere, but now I don't see it. If we ask God for healing and they ask God for healing, God's certainly going to give it to them, right? But we also have to take physical action within it. So anyway, why I'm talking about that, I don't know. So these two people who are missing each other, I feel like when they have the awareness, when this wall comes down, because this wall is a block. There's no other way to put it. It is blocking the energy. Even if one of the knights go over the wall, that wall's still there, and it's going to affect our reactions, right? Just like I was saying about Sam and I back in, I think it was 2014, came together for a short period of time, and man, those walls were strong. Now we're completely aware of it, and it took a while. I had to break it down. So, I feel like I'm not done yet. Let's go below, because here's the Two of Pentacles, and I feel like I kind of want to be nosy and see where it goes. We have the Five of Wands. Well, the Five of Wands is mirroring energy. And you guys have heard me talk about this often. I feel in the Five of Wands, when these people become awakened to their energy, right? Because it's almost like, again, we're mirroring each other. We're looking for the victor, but but everyone claims to be the victor, right? Type of thing. If they could turn around and see each other for who they truly are, I feel like these people can create a lot of light. I don't know. We have the Eight of Cups. So let's talk about the Eight of Cups here, because it's touching the Five of Wands. So again, the Five of Wands is, this could talk about the way it was also. But the Eight of Cups is telling me what you have to leave behind. And what I have to leave behind is the energy of the Five of Wands. That's one of the things, right? So the Five of Wands, again, aggressive. We can be aggressive towards each other, but everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to be wrong. Or fighting against each other instead of with each other. And it's based in the ego. It is. But where does it hurt us at? It hurts us in our emotional house. And that's what it's showing, right? And I feel like for both. I can't leave one out here. I feel like for both. Because we have a lot of mirroring energy here. So the Eight of Cups is again, self, right? This is myself taking a moment, figuring out these emotional things that keep happening and why they keep happening, right? I'm looking for the root of the problem, not to feel it, not to keep feeling it, right? Because if I keep allowing myself to feel the pain, those walls just get stronger and stronger and stronger. The Eight of Cups say, no, I want to break it down. I want to figure it out because I want to move out of this energy. I just want to get my emotional house in order. I want to find my balance. And that means, again, I have to look at myself, not just you, anyone involved here. right? I have to look at myself. Now, where does this Eight of Cups move to once they commit to that commit to doing that? You know, it's for your own good. And it allows you to live life in a much more freedom type energy. So where's this person heading from the Eight of Cups? Right to the Ace of Cups. Who's in this Ace of Cups? Someone in the Five of Cups. Someone that I've been thinking about. What's this person been doing? They've been thinking about me. However, they're also, and this can be both of you, are also thinking about their foundation. They are either thinking about moving into their craft. Why? For a reason here, and that is to build stability. That is to be able to plant roots. Maybe with the wheel next to it for eternity, right? No more of this get together, break up, get together, break up. We're going to see it for what it is. And I do feel like that is what this reading is about. You know, and this energy comes as often in my reading, but until we all learn and see, right? God gave us eyes to see and ears to hear. Until we see that, and that means seeing things for real, right? Including oneself. There's a lot of self here. Again, I feel like it may be coming on both sides. But there is a knight that came up against this wall and had to, you know, I don't feel like went away, but had to back up a little bit. Okay, let's do 2 more here. And then we'll read the cards from Mother Mary. And I guarantee you that it's going to be the perfect ending. I don't know. I just know it. Okay. You know, in the Five of Cups energy, and again, it's 2 people. There's 2 Five of Cups. And they're both surrounding the Ace of Cups. In this energy, well, if I say that, then they both really had the Eight of Swords, that wall. Maybe one is further along. One has had total realization of the block. But why am I saying this? I don't know. I don't know what my point was. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Gemini. 2 of Cups. So, no wonder I felt like this cup just kept getting filled. You know, we can try to tip it. It's not going to tip, right? The cups within our heart can tip. They can empty and spill and become bloody, all that. But the truth of the matter is the Ace of Cups just keeps refilling itself. And now it tells us why. Because this is a soulmate. 2 Cups is a soulmate energy. And I feel like once I move through the 8 of Cups energy, I look at where our ego may have been, where we resisted each other instead of worked with each other. I looked within the emotional house, and I feel like both. The emotional house, what cups are knocked over. I looked at the cups. What can I learn from it so it doesn't happen again? And it's telling me, because as you do that, then here is the Ace of Cups. That must mean that the wall comes down on both sides, which allows this knight to get right through. The knight is the energy of passion and desire. And what is connected to that energy? A soulmate. A soulmate. Now, I kind of already knew that with the wheel here, and a couple other things, but I feel like, you know, it's very clear, right? Look at this. We have the Hermit, which is coming over the 3 of Swords, still connected to this 2 of Swords. So this is true reflection. This is you becoming the beacon of light for others. You know, if you look at the Hermit, his beacon of light is illuminating the snake, which is in front of him, right? And because it's illuminated, I don't have to fear it, right? Before, the snakes were they were in the shadow. Now they're all being illuminated. Any snake that arises, especially if I'm in the present moment, I'll see it. But this has nothing to do about that. I feel like this is just to calm your mind. But how much do I love that the Hermit energies here? Because, here we have the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like no matter what type of business I'm trying to build, I feel like there's a spiritual nature that automatically connects within what I'm doing to build my foundation. It feels automatic. Maybe I don't even know it in the beginning, but as I move along, right? The Hermit is very wise. And he is wise because he's taken a moment to reflect upon. Think of the 9 personal year or the 9 life path. It's all about learning the lessons of the last 9-year cycle. Because even my part in it, and what am I learning? Not to judge myself, but to see how I react maybe where maybe, I don't know, you just learn. And then you yourself become the beacon. This is pure illumination over the 3 swords and why it has happened. And if my goal is not to let it happen again, well, here I go. Here it is. Here it is. All right. We have the King of Swords again. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Two of Wands. After that, so how beautiful. After the 8 of Cups, after that work, self-work, figuring out those cups that have spilt, boom, here is an opportunity. Here is the Two of Wands. This is about, taking a path where you allow the desire within you to lead, right? You don't hide it. You don't push it down. It's your desire. Now, it can talk about passionately or your passion towards this next part of the journey. Directly connected to you, by the way. So it's directly connecting you to some of the energy that you could consider clearing, right? But what's the reward? The Two of Cups. Becoming the hermit, the wise one, no matter what my age. Look at this. We have the Star. My hopes, my dreams, and my wishes, right? The Star talks about the ability to manifest this, being aware of what you want to manifest. So this can be a very high energy, but it can also be a lower energy. It's what I decide, it's me and the universe kind of working in cohorts to bring something together. This is of your dreams and your wishes, right? Over here it says divine has heard your prayers. And look at this, last but not least, is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is what feels like a blessing that comes into your physical world. It tells me that the wall comes down. Like we just walk through your life, and someone else's life, right? We see it for what it is, and here is the reward. Here's what exists. On the two of Wands. Two of Wands is I'm starting to feel it, right? I haven't quite done it yet, but I'm starting to feel it. And the Ace of Wands is the ability to have it, right? Coming right after the Star. Now there's a card Aquarius. I should say that Virgo card of Virgo. But anyways, again, your dreams, your wishes. God has heard your prayers. God is listening and bringing you what it is you asked for. Now, listen, it doesn't have to be exactly what you asked for, but probably better, right? But ask for something from you in return, right? These self-created energies had to be looked at. If I want this to be in all it can be. So, guys, how beautiful. I feel so happy for you. And I know that it can be real because I have lived this. I have lived it. And I don't think I'm seeing it with one lens. I feel like Spirit is using my experiences to help some of you. In no way was I sitting there just waiting for something to happen. I was living my life. I had no idea that it was about to happen. I had no idea. So here it is delivered to me, right? But then I had to put in the work. I had to decide how important it was. Was it worth, we had to decide, was it worth doing the work? Was it worth pulling these walls down? And they were there, and I didn't know it. I had no clue. Was it worth it? And I can tell you 100% yes. I'm now with the love of my life. What can I say? Now, it seems like there are no walls. Doesn't mean it's perfect, right? We still have our ups and downs, but we know how to get through them. We get through them together. You know, we both have passion within us, so our fights can be passionate. But then we have realization and makeup. It's just the way it is. And I feel like I don't know. I get your reading 100%. So anyways, Ten of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. You know, that may say you've got to let some of this go, because what it's doing, it's becoming a burden to your own soul, right? It's putting weight on you that just does not need to be there, right? Be free, be clear, explore, your Gemini, explore. Okay, let's read Mother Mary's cards. We're going to start with present moment. You receive this card as a gentle reminder to keep your focus upon this present moment right now. Have you been reliving old memories, rehashing ancient wounds, or projecting yourself into the future? If so, you're missing out on life, which occurs in the here and now. Mother Mary guides you to enjoy the present, no matter what is going on. As you learn to extract the joy and blessings hidden within every experience, you'll feel continuously fulfilled in this moment. Beautiful. All right, let's read trust. You ask this question because you desire reassurance that everything is going to be okay. This card asks you to trust that indeed it will be. By relaxing with faith and trusting in God's infinite intelligence, you open the doorway to the answers to your prayers. In this way, you are more receptive to hearing heavenly guidance, which gives you intuitive instructions about which action steps to take. As you take them, you bring about divine results. This card promises you a favorable resolution to your current situation, even if it differs from your expectations. Mother Mary lovingly asks you to step out of the way so that God's handiwork has room to enter. Surrender any fears, worries, or desires to control the outcome. Trust in God's wisdom and love. Beautiful. What a beautiful love story. And I feel like it can be, or maybe it can't be, right? I feel like, you know, Mother Mary's definitely was talking about walls that we create. And sometimes we don't even know. Like I said, I didn't even know that this wall existed within me until boom, there it was. Until I could feel it in someone else. So anyway, I loved your reading. It's a special love story. It is about soulmates. It is something that's coming into your physical world. This also talks about just a period in your life where, you know, you're making deep roots. You are, you have the ability to create a strong foundation. And I feel like, you know, as it relates to love, both doing that. You know, who knows? It's like your spirituality just might match that of the other person. And who knows where that can take you, right? It's like, here's the Ace of Pentacles to take it anywhere you want. It is of your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. It tells me it is your seed of intention. And the wheel is saying, here it's coming. But the Knight of Wands, whoa, hit a wall. What are we going to do? I love you guys. Trust. Be in the present moment. Thank you for the honor of reading for you. I really loved this reading. I can feel the special, the connection in this reading. And I think you will too. So thank you for just allowing me to be me within my readings. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. It means the world to me. It lets me know that the effort that I put into a reading, it is I don't know. Like I was telling Sam, like you really have to open up, not just your mind, but it's kind of in the same time you got to let go of your mind. So I have to be centered. Anyway, but I love it. I love it. It's like I get to watch movies all day long, and I love movies. So anyway, I love you guys. I will see you in the readings. Bye bye.